Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdinas siratal mustaqim Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghairil maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amin. A very warm welcome to you all for today's webinar. It is clear that this pandemic has utterly disrupted our traditional classroom teaching system, but prompted new examples of educational innovation. The shift from classroom to online teaching is quite smooth and successful in IIS Jubail with the help of stakeholders. Our prominent management committee has taken effective steps to merge online education with significant benefits. I would like to thank our academic subcommittee members, Dr. Ashma Sheikh and Dr. Vimal Patel, for encouraging the teachers to take part in different teaching programs and webinars, and also providing technical support to the staff from time to time. I express my deep sense of gratitude and sincere thanks to our principal, Dr. Naushad Ali, for his continuous support and guidance, and also our vice principal, Mrs. Aisha Tazeen, for her continuous guidance and encouragement. Similarly, I appreciate the great efforts taken by the first teachers of our students, the mothers. In this pandemic era, mothers are playing a prominent role in fulfilling the educational needs of our students. Trained professional teachers and sentimental lovely moms have joined hands together to support the students. Keeping this in mind, we designed this webinar to give some necessary inputs and also throw light on some useful resources which help mothers to guide their wards, learn English effectively, and also clear their doubts regarding half-yearly exams. We in SPGS conduct interesting and fun activities that support the holistic development of the students. Here are the few glimpses of the CCA activities in this term. Let's have a look.
Vipin from 4th L. Today I am going to speak about my favorite toy. I have many toys. Among them, this Princess Barbie doll is my favorite. Do you know why? Yes, she is very pretty and beautifully dressed. She has long golden hair with blue eyes and a cute smile. She has many outfits along with matching accessories like bag, shoes, glasses and cap. I enjoy dressing her up. I wish to have long hair like my Barbie doll. My grandmother gave it to me on my 8th birthday and I am very possessive about her. I have a bed and a kitchen set for my Barbie doll. I have named her Sparkle and I love to play with my Barbie Sparkle every day. Thank you.
The topics of today's webinar are holistic approach to English language, comprehensive approach to grammar and vocabulary, and all about exams. So now let me introduce the presenters of today's webinar. Mrs. Mithu Sophia. She is quite affectionate, innovative, and ever smiling. She is BCom and currently pursuing B.Ed. She has 7 years of teaching experience. Another presenter, Mrs. Christina, an amiable and compassionate teacher. She is MA in English, B.Ed in Literature, and she has 5 years of teaching in IIS Jubail. Another presenter, Mrs. Smita, a versatile and knowledgeable teacher. She is MA in English and Sociology, B.Ed in English and Social Sciences, ECC Edge, as well as CTET. She has more than 14 years of teaching experience, including 12 years in IIS Jubail. And our last presenter is Mrs. Sejal Pastagya, a very passionate and hardworking teacher. She is BE in Information Technology. She has 9 years of teaching experience, including 5 years in IIS Jubail and 4 years in the Diploma College of Engineering. Thank you, and over to Mrs. Mithu, our first resource person.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, one and all. I heartily thank my HM, Mrs. Sabah Khan, for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this webinar. Special thanks to all the mothers and my dear students for showing your interest in attending this session. The first topic for the day is holistic approach to English language. How to inculcate listening and speaking skills among students. This webinar is mainly focused for the students of class 3rd and 4th. Listening. It's an important component of learning. A student's ability to actively listen has a major impact on building the communication skills needed from both inside and outside the classroom. Active listening is an important soft skill like problem solving, leadership, and teamwork. It is a skill that can be acquired and developed, but it takes time and patience to master. Listening is the key in getting a depth of the language. What does it teaches you? It teaches you pronunciation, intonation, and how to lay emphasis in speech. Bit by bit, increase your vocabulary. Every good conversation starts with good listening. How to be a good listener? Good listening starts with good watching. It's difficult to stay focused and pay attention if your friends distract you. Ask questions when you're unsure. When your teacher or your parent asks you to do something, do it. Talk to your teacher, your counselor, or your parents if you're really having trouble following what's happening in class. Try to come up with creative ways to learn. Listen for keywords and concepts and pay attention to what people say. Eat healthy food and get plenty of sleep. In your mind, create a visual movie of what you're learning. Research shows that even if you're just doodling shapes or pictures, it helps you pay attention. These are few activities that can help students to improve their listening skill. Listen and draw a story, blindfold walk, secret message, listening with flashcards, guess what it is, put in order, listening dialogues, number, word bingo, spelling messenger, etc. are few among them. These are few website links for students that can guide them to be an active listener. There are many online listening activities available in these websites. Parents can guide their kids to access these. A famous Australian journalist, Mr. Greg Thompson, has once quoted that the only normal way to begin speaking in a new language is to begin speaking badly. Now let's switch on to speaking skill. Studying grammar or listening to English alone will never improve your speaking. To improve, you need to practice speaking. Speaking skill is the art of communication and one of 4 productive skills that must be mastered in learning a foreign language. Why are students reluctant to speaking? Students have difficulty in speaking because they are afraid of making errors in class. They have no idea what to speak. They are not confident or comfortable. They think that making mistakes will lose their self-respect. Some learners tend to dominate, while others speak very little or not at all. Students also face difficulties due to shyness or lack of motivation. These all factors lead to low participation in class and even outside the classroom. Here are few tips to improve your speaking skills. You will have to read, write, listen, and speak. Language is something that cannot be learned without an application. So, speak as much as you can. Think in the language you are learning and surround yourself with people who speak that language. Record yourself and listen if you're making a mistake. Practice daily, read books or better newspapers. Don't be shy, be brave and make lots of mistakes because that is how you will learn. And lastly, there are a multitude of technological resources you can use to improve yourself. You can either listen to or read alone with audiobooks to hear how the speaker pronounces and enunciate different words or phrases. There are few suggestions to both parents and teachers how to develop speaking habits in students. Plan activities or suggestions for students to come out with ideas. Choose topics depending upon their proficiency level and give them enough time to think. If possible, provide them enough information about the topic. Encourage them to speak and also ask questions to make them speak more. Overcorrection might make them lose their confidence and lead to self-esteem, low self-esteem. Ask them to speak loudly and clearly. In the end, appreciate them. A small token of appreciation matters a lot. There are few activities that can be conducted to improve your speaking skill. To develop this skill, students need intensive practice. Speaking practice is usually done in pairs and group work. Presentations, debates, descriptions, discussions, narrations, role play, picture describing, and problem solving are few of the activities. Hereby, sharing few website links wherein you can find great resources for students. Along with parents, children will find it easy to access these sites and make use of the resources. This is a reason speaking skill activity conducted for the senior primary section.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yumna Amjad and I am 9 years old. I study in grade 3A. My school name is IIS Jubail, International Indian School Al Jubail. Who are all at home? Well, I have an adorable family of 4. We live in a small palace where my father Muhammad Amjad is a king. My mother Yasmin Amjad is a queen. Me and my elder sister are princesses. Things I like. I like to read. I like to read books. I like to play skates. I like to do yoga. I like to make friends and I like to help my family. Things I don't like. I don't like fighting. And I don't like when anybody is disturbing me when I'm asleep because I'm a sleeping beauty. And finally, my favorite subject is English because English is so fun in reading. Thank you.
Positive reinforcement is a key component of success, not just with us, but for the overall development of your child. Hope this session on how to generate listening and speaking skill in students was helpful to everyone. Thank you, and over to Mrs. Christina.
Thank you, Mrs. Muthu. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let me take the opportunity to thank all my respected leaders of our institution who gave me the platform to share through this webinar. Under the banner of Holistic Approach to English Learning, Language and Literature, today's second topic is Boost and Transform to a Better Reader. It is often said that we are transported to a different world when we are engrossed in learning. So here I am here to share how can we boost and transform our kids to a better reader. Books are not mere knowledge and information, but they're the most fundamental skills children need to be learned to be successful. Not only do good reading skills benefit students academically, they are also a skill required for lifelong success. Reading develops vocabulary, it increases attention span, and promotes stronger analytical thinking. What is reading? Reading is a process of looking at the series of written symbols and getting meaning out from them. When we read, we use our eyes to receive written symbols, and we use our brains to convert them into words, sentences, and paragraphs that can communicate something to us. Do we need to read in order to speak English? The short answer for this question is negative. Some native speakers cannot read or write, but they speak English fluently. On the other hand, reading is something that you can do on your own and that greatly broadens your vocabulary, thus helping you to speak. Reading is therefore a highly valuable skill and activity, and it is recommended that English learners try to read as much as possible in English. It is called a receptive skill. As we read, we receive language. What is reading all about? It is about learning phonics and decoding. Children's reading development is dependent on their understanding of the alphabetical principle. The idea that letter and letter patterns represent the sounds of spoken language. It is about fluency. Fluency is the ability to read a text accurately, quickly, and with expression. Fluency is the most important part as it develops a bridge between word recognition and comprehension. It is about print awareness. It helps in understanding that print carries meaning and that books contain letters and words. It is about learning vocabulary and spellings. Vocabulary plays an important role in learning to read. Beginning readers must use the words they hear orally to make sense of the words they see in print. Learning to spell is built on a child's understanding that words are made of separate speech sounds and that letters represent those sounds. Comprehension is a reason for reading. Good readers think actively as they read. They use their experiences, knowledge of the world, vocabulary, language structure, and reading strategy of make sense of the text. Thus, reading is the key to learn. As we give exercise to our body, so is reading to the mind. What are the different obstacles for our kids that they keep away from reading? Not every child loves to read. There are some common reasons why they don't like to read, such as boring. They find the books are very bored to read. Kids have some problem like dyslexia, where they find problem in identifying the alphabets like P, B, U, V, W, and so on. So they make themselves away from books. Stressful life, as we all know, when they are in the school or during the academic year, they are full of stress with their homeworks and all. So they refrain themselves from the part of reading habit. They find reading is a core. Some children find difficulty in reading. Some children, as they don't get the right book to read, they make themselves away from reading. And some girls, some children who are surrounded of electronic gadgets, they are easily distracted from reading. But we should see that there are many famous personalities in the world that they have always credited their success towards their reading habits. The 16th president of USA, Abraham Lincoln, says that don't believe everything that you read on the internet just because there is a picture with a quote next to it. The most proficient person in the world in the 21st century is Mr. Barack Obama. He says that reading makes all of the learning possible. We just have to get books into our children's hand early and often. Our former and late president of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, says, don't read success stories. You will only get a message. But if you want some idea, you should read failure stories too. Oprah Winfrey, a famous anchor, she says she gets hope towards life only by reading books. What are the different ways we can encourage our children towards good reading habits? As we are in this pandemic situation, when we are all at home with our kids, let's make our home a reading area. Let's set an example in front of them by reading few books for them so that they also have a habit of reading. Let's make connections towards the reading and the real life. Let's keep reading materials in the house every time ready for our kids. Let us make our kids visit to the library. Let's make them hands on different books that are available over there. Let's ask our child what they have read from the book, what they have inculcated from the book, and discuss about it. Expose your child to different book genres. Let's not keep them only with the short stories or moral stories. Let them read newspapers, magazines, and on so that they come to know what is going around their world. Support your child. As we know, our kids are having difficulties. As we know about the difficulties, let's support them and help them out in having the reading habits. Write on the words in a book that you know so that they increase the vocabulary in them. Here I'm presenting some reading activities. Look and say, book talk, prompt a brainstorm and discussion, flashcards, read to me. These are the different activities that we can engage ourselves with our kids and enjoy a valuable time. Also, those who are interested in surfing the net, there also we have so many activities and links which I'm presenting over here. If you go on with the links, if we surf on the links, this helps us in understanding what are the different activities that we can inculcate with our kids. Let's make today our children a better reader so that they become a leader for tomorrow with the habit of good reading. Let's make the reading be a fun, not a frustrating one. We can give our kids everything of this world. We can present them with everything. But the best of them is the love of books, which can really make a change in their life. Thank you. Over to Mrs. Smita.
Thank you, Mrs. Christina. The next topic of the webinar is comprehensive approach to grammar and vocabulary. Without language, one cannot talk to people, their hopes and aspirations, grasp the history, appreciate the poetry, or savor the songs by Nelson Mandela. Good evening, distinguished guests, parents, and my beloved students. As COVID-19 pandemic runs its course, schools across the globe had to adapt quickly, put in place alternative methods for students and teachers to continue with the lessons when attending the schools physically is not possible. This webinar is intended to help students and parents to assess different interesting ways like videos, games, activities to continue learning with ease along with school during COVID-19 pandemic. Grammar. Grammar is an important element of learning a language along with vocabulary, pronunciation, and communication skills. Grammar is the way we arrange words to make proper sentences. Word level grammars covers verbs and tenses, nouns, adverbs, etc. Sentence level grammar covers phrases, clauses, reported speech, etc. Grammar is like looking under the bonnet of language to see how it works by Burroughs. Use of grammar. Grammar for communication, making it meaningful, important for listening, speaking, reading, and writing with ease. Grammar is the communication code we all share, and it helps us communicate clearly in writing and in speech. It is just as important for new media such as emails and websites as the old media or printed letters. It improves understanding, ensures clarity, and reduces confusion. What is a word? A unit of language consisting of one or more spoken sounds or their written representation that functions as a principal carrier of meaning. Words may be in 9 parts of speech: article, adjective, adverb, interjection, conjunction, verb, noun, pronoun, preposition. Knowing a word for our target age group consists of spelling, pronunciation, grammar, synonyms, and antonyms. Pronunciation is the way in which a word or a language is spoken. This may refer to generally agreed upon sequences of sounds used in speaking a given word or language in a specified dialect. Understanding the 9 parts of speech is beneficial for analyzing the meaning of each word. The nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, articles, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections are important because they show us how the words relate to each other. The parts of speech are the building blocks of sentences. It is impossible to write grammatically correct sentences without knowing them. Let's see a short video explaining simple present and present continuous tense.
Gran, what are you doing?
I'm knitting a jumper.
I'm knitting. Why don't you say I knit? That's the present tense in English.
Because there are 2 present tenses in English. And when we're talking about things we're doing right now, we use the present continuous. You try. What are you doing now?
Well, I'm still on the sofa. I'm talking to you and I'm watching you knit.
Good.
So, when do we use the present simple?
Well, for things we do every day, every week, or every month. Tell me what you do every morning.
I wake up, I get dressed, I eat breakfast, I brush my teeth, I feed Hero the hamster, and then I go to school.
Well done. Oh, I remember when I was a girl. Hey, you're not listening.
Look, Gran, Hero's playing with your knitting.
Oh no, what a mess.
In today's digital world and e-learning, students can effectively make use of teaching learning resources freely available. LearningEnglishKids.BritishCouncil.org has videos explaining grammar topics and grammar games. These are the few useful links for grammar games and grammar practice exercises. Vocabulary. Words are important. Vocabulary refers to the words we must understand to communicate effectively. Educators often consider 4 types of vocabulary: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Listening vocabulary refers to the words we need to know to understand what we hear. Speaking vocabulary consists of the words we use when we speak. Vocabulary is critical to a child's success for these reasons. Vocabulary growth is directly related to school achievement. Vocabulary is an important part of learning and understanding the English language. A student's vocabulary grows over time, and compiling vocabulary lists from the resources like books and other text material is a great way to strengthen vocabulary. Teachers and parents can reinforce new vocabulary of any unfamiliar words. These exercises may also assist students with learning and retention of these new words by using teaching techniques such as vocabulary exercises, word searches, quizzes, and games. Why learn new words? Because it helps us using wide variety and better words in practice. From age 6 to 8, the average child in school is learning 6 to 7 words per day. And from age 8 to 10, approximately 12 words per day. Learning new words improves reading comprehension. It's important to language development, communicating ideas, and expressing yourself. Use of dictionary to learn new words and to improve vocabulary. A dictionary is one of the best books to help you build your vocabulary because it contains all the recognized words in the English language. Parents should encourage use of dictionary instead of Google search. Learning is fun with games and activities. It's even more interesting when family members are also involved. These are few useful links for vocabulary games and activities. Tips to learn spelling. Make the effort, look closely or photo memory, memorize, write or type the words, list your difficult words, use mnemonics, keep a notebook. What are mnemonics? A mnemonic is any technique that helps you remember information by connecting it to something more meaningful or structured. At school, you might have remembered the colors of the rainbow using acronym WIBJOR for violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. An anagram. An anagram is a word or a phrase formed by rearranging the letters of different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly once. Listen, listen, can be written as silent, silent. Some more examples. Dusty, D-U-S-T-Y, dusty can be written as S-T-U-D-Y. Study. State, S-T-A-T-E, state can be written as T-A-S-T-E. This can be introduced with simple and easy words. Vocabulary games will get your children engaged. These are few vocabulary games. Tell me five, odd one out, word chain, unscramble words, word search. Tell me five. You can ask the children to write or say five names of furniture, five things found in a mall, or five things found in a park or in a classroom. Such games can be played when traveling in a car too. Unscramble words help to practice spelling and increase the recognition of some of the most common words. In this pandemic, teaching has shifted from classroom to homes, so parents play a greater role in learning of the children. Let the teachers and parents work together to make this virtual learning a joyful journey. I would end up with a quote, children are the priority, change is the reality, collaboration is a strategy. Thank you, stay home, stay safe. Over to Mrs. Sejal.
Thank you, Mrs. Smita. Good evening, everyone. George said, technology will not replace a great teacher, but technology in the hands of great teacher can be transformational. Information technology can be used as complementary tool to enhance classroom teaching as well as student evaluation system. In such a global pandemic, only because of technology, we are able to continue the journey of learning. Here I am going to explain Google Form feature that we are going to use for our upcoming half-yearly examination. Date sheet of examination, half-yearly examination is shown here. The schedule of third and fourth are highlighted. 2 links will be provided for each exam. Timings for first link will be 9 a.m. to 9:40 a.m. and for second link 9:50 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. As you can see, the duration of each link will be 40 minutes. Each link will be for 20 marks. So 20 plus 20 is equal to 40 marks. This 40 marks will be converted to 50 marks. The question paper will be prepared as objective type, MCQs only. Form link will be shared to the children in their class WhatsApp group one day before. How can you open form link in your laptop or desktop computer? Solution to this is WhatsApp Web. You have to type WhatsApp Web in Google and you will see screen similar to this. In your phone, you have to open WhatsApp Web. Point your phone towards your laptop and scan the QR code as shown in the figure. Now your WhatsApp has connected with your laptop and you can access your form link. What all you need to open form link? You just need your Gmail account. Now I will show you how to use this form link to access your question paper. As you can see here, I have connected my WhatsApp with my laptop. You simply have to click on the form link. It will ask you for sign in. Type your Gmail account ID and your password. And here is your exam paper. Or you can first sign in your Google account, and whenever link opens, you simply click or copy the link and you can access your question paper. To sign in Google account, you have to type Google account. Click on sign in Google accounts. Type your Gmail ID.
समझो भी
दीदी पिल्लल
And your password.
म्यूट अनम्यूट कुछ मत
Click on your WhatsApp, click on the form link. And here is a question paper. This is useful when children are using their father's Gmail account. Now I would like you to pay attention here on the paper. Children have to fill their details, their name, their admission number, their section, their class section. Children have to select their section and class section very carefully. Click on next button. As you can see, I forgot to attempt some question. We need to attempt all the questions in the paper, then only it will allow us to press next button or submit button. So parents, don't worry. If in pen and paper test, they might forget to attend few questions, but here they can't. Children can go back to check their paper how many times they want. But once they click on this submit button, they can't change the answers in the paper or they can't open the paper. So children, you have to be very much assured before pressing this submit button. Please note that if two children in home are studying in same class, they both have to use two different Gmail accounts. Lastly, I would like to say that it's not that we use technology, we live technology. Thank you, one and all. Over to you, Sabha ma'am.
And request all the parents to fill the attendance. The attendance link is shared in the chat box. And those are on the YouTube link. The attendance link will be shared in the chat box. Please check the chat box right now. Again, I will use the link.
Now I request our honorable member, Dr. Ashma Sheikh, to please come and say a few words. Asma ma'am, are you there? Dr. Ashma Sheikh. Okay. Is any other member is there? Vimal sir is there?
Next.
Okay. Now I request our principal, Dr. Naushad Ali sir, to speak a few sentences about this webinar.
Okay, thank you, Sabha madam.
Thank you, sir.
Every day is a new day, a new opportunity, and a new change. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to all of you. I hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty. Today on this occasion, I am very happy to welcome you, all the teachers of the senior primary girls and mothers of our students. Today, this session is organized to inform mothers of senior primary girls students about innovative techniques in teaching learning process. I always believe that the senior primary girls is one of the best section, and many initiatives were taken up in online class for this year 2021, and no doubt webinar is one of it. In this webinar, I am really thankful to HM of Senior Primary Girls, Mrs. Sabah Khan, and also the resource person, Mrs. Mithu Sophia, Mrs. Christina, Mrs. Smita, and Mrs. Sejal. They gave their valuable input on holistic approach of English learning, comprehensive approach to the grammar, and half-yearly exam. They did research on, spent time in conducting this webinar. I hope and pray that in coming days, everyone will be benefited by this webinar, as our continuous effort will be to bring many good changes in development of students. My monitoring and suggestions was given for this time to time, as I strongly believe that change is the end result of all true learnings. So with this important message, I would like to conclude and hope that many more activities will be taken up by you all in near future, and will get good recognition and name, and also a special thanks to mothers who all have given their valuable time in attending their webinar, and with so much interest, they are encouraging their ward to give their best. So all of you take good care of yourself and enjoy teaching learning process. My best wishes are always there. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Naushad sir. It is really nice to hear from you. And I'm sure that everyone is benefited out of this after seeing this webinar. And now I request all the mothers, if you have any query, you can put up your questions. This is question hour time.
Yeah, any question, please, mothers? Any question?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Yes, what is your question?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, I just want to ask, during the practice session, they already sign in Google account. So during the exam, they can directly open the link and do the exam?
Yes, ma'am. But you have to make sure that they should be sign in. Then only.
Okay, so again, they have to go to Google and sign in, and then they
No
have to do
need.
the exam.
See, if you are using Google Chrome, there is one symbol at the right corner. Group. If you are using Google Chrome, if it is gray color, it means you are sign out. And if it is different color, it means you are signing. You will come to know when you are using again and again.
Okay. Because the problem is I'm a working mother and I will not be at home during the exam.
Yeah,
So
that's
just want
what.
to make it clear.
So practice session, give them more practice so they will come to know. And you also observe in Google Chrome, when you are signing, it changes to different color, like orange color something. And if it is not sign in, it will be gray, but it is for Google Chrome only.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, any other question?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, there was one thing that I wanted to share. When there were practice sessions for Hindi class a few days ago, I was sitting right next to my daughter and I saw that she attempted all questions successfully of the test that was given. And, later on, when we checked the score, it was showing one answer as wrong. How can that be?
Yeah, maybe ma'am, when by mistakenly she has set the paper, she has put wrong answer. It may possible, but 90%.
Is there a problem? Because there were some other parents also who were sharing the same concern. I think it's not happening very frequently, but once in a while it is happening.
That paper setter has, she will take care of that, ma'am.
Okay,
Don't worry.
thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
Any other question, mothers? Okay, Nadeem sir. Yes, now over to Mrs. Janu for vote of thanks.
Ma'am, sharing is disabled, ma'am, for Mr. Sophia.
Nadeem sir? Okay, now it is able. Please check.
Good evening to everyone present here. Myself, Janu Sujit. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of SPGS. If there is gratitude in our heart, then there will be tremendous sweetness in our eyes. Let me, first of all, thanks to Almighty, the Creator, from the bottom of my heart for making today's webinar a most successful event. For this, we are so thankful to God. On behalf of SPGS, we want to express our gratitude to Honorable Chairman and the members of the Managing Committee who has spared their precious time for us and graced this webinar with their presence. Warm thanks goes to our Principal Sir, ISJ, for your vision and commitment to school that inspire us. We extend our sincere thanks to Vice Principal, Girls Section, for always stimulating the aspirations of the rising generations.
I extend our sincere thanks to our HM ma'am for being our backbone in our endeavor and constantly motivating and inspiring us. I would like to express our deep gratitude to the HMs of various sections for joining our webinar. We feel immeasurable in gratification in thanking our IT expert Nadeem sir for providing support to us. Our heartfelt thanks to all the resource persons for a great session. Behind every successful program lie the manifold attempts of our committed faculty. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the immense contribution of our dedicated teachers. Finally, our special thanks goes to our parents. The success of every institution rests on love and support of parents. We are indeed lucky to get your unconditional love and support. So thank you so much. We look forward to the same in future also. In the end, I would extend my wholehearted gratitude to our illustrious children who always live up to our expectations and who are our pillars of strength. You gave us your time, the most precious gift of all. Thanking you all once again for making this webinar a huge success.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for joining the webinar.
Okay,
I would like to thank all the resource persons, all the mothers, the students, everyone. Thank you so much and have a nice day.